And good evening once again. I'm Lori Tucker. Welcome to The 7. Our list of Big 7 stories for the day, packed with breaking news about the man suspected of shooting two Blount County deputies, leaving one of them dead. We are starting with reaction from the Blount County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office holding a news conference in the last 45 minutes. Kenneth DeHart put into a police cruiser this afternoon after U.S. Marshals surrounded a home in East Knoxville on Linden Avenue. Last week, Blount County Sheriff James said that DeHart would face justice in Blount County, and he hoped it would happen before the funeral for Deputy Greg McCowan. Sheriff Barong sharing tonight how deputies and family members responded to news of the arrest coming minutes before the Receiving of Friends event for Deputy McCowan was taking place.
You can't understand how excited I am today to tell you at 3:22 today, we arrested the man that murdered my deputy. Now we can go to the funeral tomorrow with a family and sit there and grieve with them without having to say, well, we need to be doing this or that. Was I excited? Were they excited? Were they emotional? Absolutely.
We will have more from investigators tonight at 11. And here's just a few bits of information we have learned in the last hour from that news conference. First, the officers arresting DeHart carried with them and used Deputy McCowan's own handcuffs. And while tips did come in, Sheriff Barong says it's not likely anyone will receive the $100,000 reward. The sheriff said he's hoping to see DeHart face the death penalty, but the decision will be up to District Attorney Ryan Desmond, who said he'll meet first with McCowan's family and should have an answer in the coming weeks. Sheriff Barong says DeHart has a court appearance set for 9 a.m. Thursday. Earlier, Blount County Sheriff's deputies shared this mugshot of DeHart in jail, but tonight DeHart is no longer there. Our crew at the Blount County Justice Center did catch video of DeHart being loaded into a convoy of Sheriff's Office cars headed off to another facility. Sheriff Barong says he did not want to give any impression of unfair treatment. Barong would not specify which facility. Records indicate, though, tonight he is in the Loudoun County Jail. Now, we have more big updates to share in this finale to that incredible manhunt. Remember, DeHart was found in East Knoxville at a home just off of Linden Avenue, just south of Magnolia Avenue. It's at the corner of North Harrison Street. That neighborhood seeing a huge police presence. Streets were blocked off. People were gathered wanting to get answers about all that commotion. Well, we sent WATE 6 on your side reporter Corey Sanning to that neighborhood the moment we heard something was going on. He is still there tonight. Corey, it seems like things are quieting down, at least right now.
Yeah, Lori, you hit it right in the head. Things are quieting down a bit. Now, they do have police still in the house searching with canines, bagging up evidence to be processed and taken into custody. But one thing I will say is that DeHart was arrested at 3:22. We've been on scene since about 3:30. So it has been a whirlwind of emotions. And we were able to talk with some witnesses, one who actually lives right across the street from the house in which DeHart was captured in. She said that she had no idea what was going on, but a series of loud bangs ultimately led her to her door, where the sight outside was a spectacle to behold.
Some of them in camouflage suits and things with guns drawn and down and up. And I said, uh-oh, I better get away from the door. So I heard it again, but it was a while before I knew what was going on. I had no idea what it was, that it was smoke bombs and tear gas was going on. But it was a shock to me and everybody else because I didn't know what was going on.
Now, that resident you just heard from is Roberta Martin, who lives across the street. She did go on to tell me that she is relieved to see that DeHart is now in custody and that she will be able to sleep safer and more soundly tonight, knowing that this chapter of this search is closed. Lori?
All right, thank you so much, Corey. We'll continue to stay on top of this. In the meantime, the NCAA in court this morning in Greenville here in Tennessee for a preliminary injunction hearing regarding the lawsuit filed by Tennessee Attorney General Jonathan Skrmetti. Skrmetti, along with the Commonwealth of Virginia, filed the lawsuit challenging NCAA rules regarding name, image, and likeness, or NIL, for prospective student athletes. At the hearing today, attorneys for the state argued why these rules are unclear and should be temporarily lifted until a decision is made in the case. The judge did not rule on whether he would grant the preliminary injunction today, but did say both sides gave him a lot to think about. Skrmetti says he's confident in where the case stands and that they'll continue to fight for student athletes no matter what the result of today's hearing may be. A man sentenced to 41 years after he repeatedly shot at his ex-girlfriend before fleeing to Texas. 45-year-old Jomo Berry was convicted of 15 counts, including attempted first-degree murder, attempted second-degree murder, employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, and aggravated stalking. The assistant DA says Berry followed his ex-girlfriend on the interstate, shooting at least 14 times into the driver's side of her car. The victim managed to drive to a Casey's, where two employees hid her in the back storage room. What you're looking at right there is security footage from the gas station. Now, he did not find her, but he did break into her car and he stole a lot of things and then was tracked to Texas, where he was arrested and brought to Knoxville. We are on your side tonight following the Department of Transportation as its crews are working around the clock repairing all those potholes along interstates and state routes caused by last month's record winter storm. TDOT has patched 50% more in January 2024 than in January 22 and 23. Statewide, more than 5 million pounds of hot mix and cold patch were used from January 22nd through February 11th to fix our roads. TDOT says it will continue to repair roads over the coming days and weeks. Now, drivers can report potholes by calling the TDOT Fix hotline at 833-TDOT-FIX, or you can submit an online maintenance request form. We are your local election headquarters here in Tennessee. Early voting begins Valentine's Day. That, of course, is tomorrow. Early voting is an easy way for registered voters to cast their ballots before the March 5th presidential preference primary and the county primary elections. The early voting period is from February 14th through the 27th. Election day itself follows on March 5th, and there are several locations where you can do your early voting. You can find those on the Knox County website. Hours are generally from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekdays and 10 to 3 on Saturday. We are going to be keeping you up to date on that.